Despite all of Leon's caution, the room was pretty barren, save for a bizarrely large typewriter on the table. Or maybe regular sized? I don't know, I wasn't born in the 50s. Maybe someone's writing a novel? I guess I'd try to be a writer too if it got me out of Blighttown better frame rate edition. Leon suddenly started typing away with the same dutiful air of a person filing their taxes. As it happens, he was simply typing a record of his time and location. He also mentioned professional mode in round 2, which I could only assume was spy lingo. I guess he's using the typewriter to let someone know his progress? I don't get why everything has to be so convoluted. Don't we have stealth jets? In any case, I hope our little SOS to the world reaches someone. In the meantime, I guess we're moving on. Wow, is Leon really going to ignore that crate? You think you know a guy. Right, painting the town red. We found ourselves once again assailed by rain and darkness. All of a sudden, the relative safety of the previous room seemed worlds away. An unnervingly low vibration hung in the air, stirring in me a feeling of dread. Or maybe it was just the shrieks of bloodthirsty villagers that had me on edge. Do these people not sleep? It's like 1 in the morning. Or at least it feels like it's 1 in the morning. Leon led me into a tower and started climbing up an uncomfortably tall ladder. So wait, he's got the guns and the muscles, and I'm the one going up second? Guess there's no sex discrimination around here. Fine. If gentlemen are dead, so are proper ladies. I'm gonna check out his butt the whole way up. That'll show him. Suddenly, and if we're being honest, expectedly, someone snatched me up and tossed me over their shoulder. I flailed and punched as wildly as a person who never exercises could, and you might be surprised to find out that it had no effects. None. Hard to believe, but it's true. Given the situation, I did what any damsel in a very great distress would do.
Leon! Help!
I feel like anyone in here who's played RE4 is now currently experiencing PTSD. Please don't shoot my leg, Leon! Phew, what a climb. But not a bad idea to stick to higher ground and force them into a funnel. We should be moderately safe, right? It's not like they can throw stuff this high. Right?
Wait here.
Wait here? For what? My expiration date to pass? Rather than explain himself, Leon stoically leapt from our perch like he simply didn't believe in gravity or leg fractures. I hovered over the edge and squinted my eyes against the darkness, trying to watch for Leon's movements below. I wonder what his plan is, you know, aside from murder. Murder it is, then? Not an original plan, but solid. Oh, what the hell did I just see? Were those worms coming out of his head? Oh, sweet baby Jesus, this is not gonna be okay. My head is gonna be worms, and perhaps even worse, Leon's head is gonna be worms. I shakily looked up and over the railing. I figured I was already scarred for life, so I might as well stay abreast of current events. The burst of light below drew my eyes rightward in search of Leon. As if on cue, some more of the villagers stumbled out from the shadows, weapons in hand. Granted, those weapons were more like farm tools, but hey, semantics.
Te voy a hacer picadillo.
Picadillo sounds like an adorable nickname for a nosy armadillo, but it's probably something lame like your mincemeat. As if anyone outside of cartoons even says mincemeat anymore. My god, he's like Chuck Norris if Chuck Norris were worth thinking about. There seemed to be a large gate at the end of the path. I could feel a surge of adrenaline in my legs as we approached. I didn't know what was on the other side, but anything had to be better than somehow worse Wisconsin. Okay. That's a lie, because there are lots of things that could be worse, probably. Like, oh my lord, saddle! No, bad brain, no one would ever want to ride that A collision with Leon's shapely back muscles returned me to reality before I could dwell any longer on that blazing saddle. We passed through the wooden gate into what looked like a small ranch. There's a shed over there. Seems like a decent place to lay low while Leon clears a path. Maybe I'll suggest it. Suddenly, and to my confusion, Leon turned toward a lonely, open dumpster.
Hi.
Wait, what? Is this a joke? But then, part of me knew it wasn't. My body shivered, shedding off generations of hygienic conditioning. I jumped inside without a second thought. I held my breath as the lid closed above me. As I scooted my body around, I was surprised to realize that the bin was bereft of garbage. Either rural Spain has pretty good sanitation management, or the villagers are too busy being crazy to throw their trash away. Or maybe they're eating the garbage. Would address the hunger issue. I shifted uncomfortably in the dumpster. In this awkward crouch, my legs began to sober up from the adrenaline rush, only to discover that the whole lot of pain had moved in. Angered by the needling hurt, I couldn't help but lash out at everything that seemed responsible for my predicament. Excluding myself. I'm getting too wound up. Oh, I know. I should do some of those meditative exercises that my life coach taught me. Alright, here it goes. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. I love this scene so much, I remember this. Okay, Ashley, you're on a beautiful beach. The sand is soft, sun-warmed, nestled between your toes. Your personal bodyguard is lounging nearby, baking his delicious abs to a golden sheen. Your personal butler appears in a dashing attire, offering a comforting smile and a refreshing pina colada. Extra rum, of course. Your personal dolphin trainer is putting on an adorable show with your personal dolphin, Flippy, water spraying all over the trainer's rippling pecs. Everything is so wonderful. You have plenty of money. Nobody has worm heads. Never mind. It occurred to me then, amidst my fantasies, that Leon might finally be in danger. I heard a few more gunshots and some muffled screaming that gave the impression of someone falling from a fair height. What kind of ass is Leon kicking out there? A series of thunderclaps prevented me from hearing any more. No sounds took their place as they faded, though. All was quiet on the Spanish front. What? Was that a whistle? Is he trying to signal that it's safe? I mean, I've only ever heard that whistle used to beckon someone. And by someone, I mean a pet. Not wanting to think too hard on the idea, I hastily threw open the lid of the bin and breathed deep. Thank God that's over, by the way. If I smell like rotten meat products, that's just too bad for Leon. In that moment, his dirty blonde locks seemed like the beacon of a lighthouse, shining fiercely against the cold black sea. Like poetry in the shape of a man. Well, it doesn't seem like he's making any move to jump down and escort me over there. I guess he did kill who knows how many people for my safety, so I'll cut him some slack and do some legwork. Dog whistle? Really? Before I could open my mouth to speak, Leon spun on his heels. I was a little disappointed, but in hindsight, the creepy sounds behind me were a tad more immediate. Leon leapt down from the bridge. I could see a ladder on the ground already. I'm just gonna presume he kicked that down because he likes catching me so much. As I prepared to jump myself, Leon raised his gun and looked directly at me. I could feel my cheeks flushing under his intense gaze. Realizing that he could easily see my lacy panties from this angle, I instinctually pulled at my skirt.
Oh, you pervert!
A bullet whizzed by me, and I realized, mortified, that there was a cultist behind me. But a sequel to Pablo the Kidnapper was nothing compared to the vortex of embarrassment rising up from my stomach. Oh god, he's starting to dissolve on me. Ew, jump, jump! If Leon's upset about the pervert comment, he's certainly not letting it impact his professionalism. I wish dudes on the train were half so gracious.